So thanks for joining us, Jeff and James, co-founders of Live Easy. Today we're here to talk about the affordable housing sector. Jeff, could you maybe give us some insight into your involvement in the affordable housing sector and then the genesis of Live Easy thereafter?
Great. So Live Easy started about 8 years ago, and really the idea was born from walking building after building, specifically in town, where you'd open up a front door and there'd be a one-bedroom or two-bedroom flat, and in one of the bedrooms there'll be two people staying, in the other bedroom there'll be somebody else staying, and sometimes a curtain in the lounge where a third person will be staying. And that kind of idea of 4 or 5 people staying in one flat, not necessarily related, kind of gave birth to Live Easy, where we took that person staying behind the curtain and designed a nano unit, which is an affordable, self-contained unit for that person staying behind the curtain. Because typically the developments that have been going on in South Africa are thousands and thousands of units, but they were 1 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms, and large studios. There was never a design of a nano unit where it created affordability of a smaller unit. And that's really what the idea of Live Easy came from.
Live Easy was started about 7-8 years ago. I mean, you've grown the portfolio to about 11 buildings, about 3,000 tenants in those buildings. So maybe James, if you can give us some insight into the success, what you think made Live Easy successful, and thereafter the importance of the brand in that success.
I think our success comes from our obsession with the brand and with the tenants, and listening to our tenants and always trying to refine the product so that tenants have a better and more desirable place to stay. So our obsession with that is really what's helped with the with growing the brand, and also the fact that our management company is internalized. So we manage the buildings ourselves. We've got a team at every building that manages the buildings. Maintenance is on site, cleaners are on site, and that each building is almost a business on its own, if you like. So our obsession with the brand, the affordable housing market and inclusionary housing and the impact that we're creating is really what I believe created us a sustainable brand over the last 8 years, and we're excited to push that forward.
Maybe following on from there, I mean, what does inclusionary mean to you? What does it mean to Live Easy? What is the actual impact you think you guys are having or are actually having on the ground?
65% of our tenants are single females between the age of 25 and 30. So if we just zoom into that tenant, those people are coming from places they've never been able to stay on their own before. They've typically kind of doubled up, staying with a friend. And they may have stayed in townships, which hasn't been secure. So I think from an impact point of view, you're kind of taking that person now, giving them their own unit, their own security, and they're joining a community where they're not alone staying in the nano unit. They're stepping outside and they're with people that are kind of like-minded in the same kind of boat as them. And you're seeing this kind of impact and feedback we're getting from tenants of obsession about security, especially for females, has become a massive play and a massive drive in Live Easy. So that's kind of our one impact area that we've managed to kind of target.
And we've been able to partner now for 7 years, I think, starting as a debt provider and I guess partnering with you further up the capital structure. When we talk about partnerships, what's been the most important element of it for you, James? And then in your financing partner, what do you look for? What's key?
Well, I think it was, when we started this business, it was quite an outrageous idea to take 15 square meter, 20 square meter apartments, which is typical size of a nano unit, and to get any commercially minded group, and let alone a bank, on board at that level is challenging. So to have a partner with us initially on the debt that see our the same vision that we see, it was an important aspect in a partnership. And then to go from that being debt providers through now to the equity side as well and co-invest alongside us is really humbling, and we're very excited about the future there. So the open-mindedness, I think, of R&B in this particular market has been something that's been important to us, and we're excited to move forward to the next level with you guys.
I think we're excited as well. I mean, as we move from a debt provider to a co-investment partner, actually putting equity in your business, I mean, that's quite a big thing from a banking perspective. And then I think what's more important for us is our clients co-investing alongside us. So we've been able to raise total growth capital for you guys of 500 million. So maybe Jeff, what does that mean for Live Easy going forward?
So I think just to start off again, Live Easy is currently on 4,500 units. across 11 sites with 16 buildings. So that's where we are now. This 500 million rand raise, what that does for us is it's going to impact another around about 12,000 prospective tenants with about 8,000 more units, which is massive growth and massive change. And we're changing the landscape of South Africa because we are developing nano units that has never been developed before. It's always been the typical 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom and large studios. So getting this equity check with us and partners up, this allows us to kind of grow this band that's so needed across South Africa.